Harrington on the guitar. Mr. Paul Knight on the big old bass. Mr. Larry Adamanyuk on the drums. Let's see here. Well, I want to tell you a story about a song I wrote that became pretty well known. A few people recorded it. It's too big a song for most people, but Michael Martin Murphy recorded it for Warner Brothers on a cowboy project. I was driving across the country and we had left Anadarko, Oklahoma, after having visited some trading posts there, and we're looking for cool things, you know, like medicine, which I was calling medicine, which was like decorative peyote ceremony, beadwork and things like that. I walked into this one trading post. I said, wow, that's powerful medicine. And the young Apache man said, you like medicine? I said, yeah. I was looking at rattles and beadwork, and he said, come here. And he went in the back room, and there was like 2,000 peyote buttons strung up on the ceiling, and just drying out there in the late October afternoon. So a couple of us jumped in our cars and we drove out to the edge of the river, and under a cottonwood tree we just started chewing and making coffee and chewing and setting up camp. That was about 1 in the afternoon. About 6:30 in the afternoon, the tribal police came by on horseback, patrolling, and they said, oh, I kind of woke up sitting in my Camp Howdy chair. A horse was looking right at me and his lips were touching mine. And I was like, far out, man. And the horse's breath, you know, there's nothing more beautiful than a healthy horse's breath breathing into your nostrils in the late afternoon in Anadarko, Oklahoma, you know. And the medicine was good, and the cowboy coffee was good. And I looked up above the horse's eyes, and I could see this cowboy hat, like a ranger hat. And this Apache tribal policeman looked down and he goes, oh, you fellas, I'm sorry to tell you, but you gotta take your camp off of the road. We had drifted out into the road. So we drove all night that night and headed on out to down into Texas and up into New Mexico. And it was on that trip that I wrote this song. And I'll sing the first part of it alone. Oh, the wind blows cold on the trail of the buffalo. Oh, the wind blows cold in the land of the Navajo. In the land of the Navajo. 100 miles from nowhere, out on the desert sand, one-eyed Jack the trader held some turquoise in his hand. By his side sat Running Elk, his longtime Indian friend. He vowed that he would stay by Jack until the bitter end. Jack had gambled everything he owned to lead this wandering life. He might have had a happy home or a tender loving wife, but his hunger was for trading trapper's furs for turquoise stone. Anything that the Indians had Jack wanted for his own. Oh, the wind blows cold on the trail of the buffalo. Oh, the wind blows cold in the land of the Navajo. In the land of the Navajo. Said Jack to run an elk, I'll gamble on my precious stones before I leave my body here among these bleaching bones. For now my time is drawing near, I'm filled with dark regret. My spirit longs to journey as the sun begins to set. We've raped and killed, we stole your land, we ruled with guns and knives, fed whiskey to your warriors while we stole away your wives. Said running out, what's done is done, you white man rule this land. Lay the cards face up and play your last broken heart in hand. Oh, the wind blows cold on the trail of the buffalo. Death, the joker's wild, the aces high. Jack to the Mississippi River, running out, raised in the sky. Jack saw him with the sun and moon, running up with the stars, running up at the Rocky Mountains, Jupiter and Mars. And the sun was sinking in the west when Jack drew the aces face. Running out just rolled his eyes, he smiled and passed away. Jack picked up his turquoise stones to cast them to the sky. He stared into the setting sun.